Hi everyone, welcome back to Through Alchemy. So today's reading is going to be all about who's stuck on you. We're gonna get a little bit nosy and find out who's this person that doesn't have the heart to let you go. So we have four piles from the left to right. The first pile is as above, so below. The second pile is who I am, who the world expects me to be. The third pile is through the veils of illusion, embrace the truth. And the fourth pile is embrace your shadow. Pause if you need a little longer. Pick the one which calls your name the most. Now I'm gonna begin with pile number one. Hello, pile number one. If you chose the card of as above, so below, this will be your reading. So this immediately gives me this energy of someone that considers you to be a soulmate, or you specifically think of this person being your soulmate. This person has a very strong sense of like, it's just undone, it's just undone. I'm hearing, how can she leave me? How can she leave me? Or something like this person is just not at peace with how things were left. They refuse to accept the ending of it. It kind of makes me feel a little bit bad. That's the energy that I pick up. It's like this is someone that it is possible that they didn't treat you really well, and the energy is so strong, and it's kind of like this urgency and like feeling bad, like, yeah, I fucked up, I messed up, but it can't be the end of it. Like, I was under the impression this was once in a lifetime kind of a love. And on the other hand, I pick up that you might be very angry with this person, or you're just not at peace with what happened. I think it's mainly because there's still like a pending contract, like a soul contract, because this card is really, dreamy. It's like we came, like we met for we came together for a very specific reason. It's not a coincidence that out of so many people, it was just you. That feeling, like, something like you feel like you've got a past life connection with them. You have this feeling like, I know you from somewhere. You're just looking at them and you're smiling. You just don't know why you feel so joyous that you met them, but you just do. You're just not sure about it. Why? Taurus, yeah, you have a sense of comfort. And whoever this person is, always envision themselves growing with you. It might be a little bit like, you might think they're a little bit deluded because they didn't really act right, or there's somewhere where you just feel like, but there's just a sense of this person being like, it can't be over. They just can't be it. Powerful present, the eye of Horus. I do think that when this person thinks about you, there's a sense of, I figure it out. I'll figure it out. I just need a way to get to her, or I just need a way to get back in her good graces. Like, I'll figure it out. There's like so much determination, but almost in a sense of like redemption. Like, I wanna rebuild this relationship. I wanna make my I want to redeem my image. It kind of makes me feel a little bit like this person does really care about what you think of them. And I'm hearing the word validation. They just don't want you to think so ill of them. And I just pick up on so much anger on your end. Libra. So we have the house planet of Venus with the Libra and Taurus. So this situation could have taught you a shit ton a lot about self-worth and respect, give and take, um, something about equality, with the Libra energy, equality, give and take, what you really deserve, as above, so below. This reminds me of the tip of the iceberg. It's like a lot of times what we think and what we see, there's a lot more depth to what is being shown. Like, there's more than meets the eye. That's the energy that this person has. It's like they don't know what I've been through. They don't know what I've been through. So this could have been someone that just abandoned ship when things got difficult, or they just were not answering, or they just didn't explain. This person was very secluded, very isolated, very nonchalant about their approach towards you. So it might make you feel like, how do they have so much of a frantic, unresolved kind of an energy towards me when they were the ones who were okay with letting this go away. Divine timelines, everything meant for you is being put into place behind the scenes in subtle realms. I have such a strong feeling that whatever was quite karmic between the both of you, where the lesson phase, I think, more or less is over. So what's kind of left with you might be someone who was an avoidant or a dismissive, and I think that they did unintentionally. I feel like the emphasis is on unintentionally. They did hurt you, but at that time they were kind of asleep, is what I'm hearing, to their own behavior. I'm hearing cause and effect. So it's like every action has equal reaction, right? So they are definitely very, what's the word? They do realize everything that they put you through, but there's just like this sense of like, I cannot give up. I'm hearing that song Non-Stop by Drake. It's like this, there's just so much determination. Even if it sounds kind of crazy on this person's end, it makes me feel like this person just doesn't want to give up. They don't want to give up on this connection. That's just as far as I can go on why they don't have the heart to let you go. Okay. I think your physical beauty is something that plays heavily on their mind, and it kind of does something to them, which tells me that they're very, very attracted to you. But how do I explain it? It's not, I'm not getting a very sexual energy. It just makes me feel like someone that's like really attracted. It's like, you're like the bee's knees to this person. You're just, nobody really holds a candle to you for them, because you're not just beauty, but you're beauty with brains. And then you might also have an hourglass figure, or there's something about that. What I'm seeing is it's it's what I'm hearing every man would desire in a woman, but then you're all that and more, because you're not just a pretty face. And they shot themselves in the foot. So this person, I think they think a lot about you, because the energy is so transparent and free flowing that it does make me feel like it's not like they didn't try to move on from you despite the harm that has been done. But it also makes me feel like there is no comparison. So they also have this, like, something like we call a ceiling or a limit. They feel like that's the best. You're definitely the best that they could have done. And I think that there's difficulty in accepting this, but the truth is there deep inside, that given the connection, the intensity of it, the chemistry, the attraction, then who you are. Again, I keep hearing top tier, or like the 1%. There's something like this person has a very, very good perception of you. We have the Two of Cups, the King of Pentacles in reverse, the Tower, Scorpio is strong, the Wheel of Fortune. I have the Chariot and the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. This is Cancerian energy. So, I'm seeing the Justice over here again. So, Libra energy in reverse. I think this is the past energy, which tells me that they were going through a lot in their past, which is something that they understand cannot be always used as an excuse looking for a romantic relationship. This person is, I'm hearing, not as half as bad as you think. Now this really depends on your discernment. Whatever you feel is correct, it's a general reading, so feel free to take whatever floats your boat and let the rest of it just be. That message might be for somebody else if it doesn't resonate with you, but there's a sense of King of Pentacles in the reverse with the Taurus. This is second house energy, which can definitely be having like issues in the physical realm with money, with financial stability. The Wheel of Fortune is also like the Ten of Pentacles in this deck with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Maybe it's possible that this person, specifically if they were a man, it could be for women as well, they were very fixated on their material wealth when it came to you. So it makes me feel like they could have really judged themselves by how much they had to offer to you as a man. And the second thing that also contributed was a weak sense of self-esteem. So it's like no matter how much they wanted to come towards you, it was getting really difficult and like suffocating to be around you, because of the how much you were a kind of a reminder as to how much they lack in themselves. So like what are they doing as an individual or as a man, or I'm hearing as a grown ass man. um if this is a woman, just feel free to exchange the roles over here. So it makes me feel like this person, at the point that they met you, they could have been very stuck with what they had experienced with their exes, and almost as if this person was not over their past, or they were just newly out of a connection, or they were not over their ex, is what I'm also hearing. So if this was not an ex, it just could have been like someone they had a situationship with, or like a hookup, and um they were really confused, and they could have strung you along or kept you as an option, and they didn't give you a lot of, I'm hearing, time of the day. They didn't give you a lot of attention. So a lot of things really hurt you, and you knew that this was playing out just the way it had to. But internally, I feel like on the other end of this situation, you were really keeping mum. You were staying quiet. You were just trying not to you were just trying not to pour out emotionally and honestly show your insecurities. So it's like there was a lot going on both ends. However, I see this comparison in the sense where the focus is going more on how it might have made you feel. I think in the past it was more on how this person was falling short or what this person was kind of going through, and now it's like the spotlight is on you, what you went through in this person's absence, how they abandoned the connection, how they were so busy licking their own wounds that it made you feel like, what am I supposed to do with all of these feelings? So with Scorpio energy, there's so much like death, rebirth, and the wheel of fortune and the divine timeline gives me that both of you had this clear understanding. Majorly, I see that you had this clear understanding of the fact that this person is not ready. So you could have had frustrations, you could have waited for a really long time, and you were simultaneously really hoping that, wow, empathy. I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. Thank you, Spirit. It's like you were waiting, like when will my big break come through? Like when will this person like heal and come through for me? I think you did want to be saved by your situation, but what it really brought out as a silver lining of through this situation is that you stopped waiting for them to save you or make you happy, and instead you understood that whatever has got to be done has to be done on your end. So now that a codependency has been healed in today's timeline, whenever you find this reading, trust that there's a message for you, and you found this definitely at the right time. It's almost like there's some piece of information that's coming to you either through your intuition or through this reading. It's kind of required for you to be open with whatever information comes your way, because it makes me feel as if like the flame might have really dimmed, but it's not all gone. So somewhere you still might have hope of revival. And I do feel like somewhere it is possible. At least this person is really, really wanting to reunite, but the contract lingers in a way, the soul contract lingers in a way where something is being pushed, like you think that there's a delay happening, or why is it not happening, and you feel like this person is wrong or they're karmic, I need to move on from them. And you're very right in thinking about it in that manner. It makes me feel like you're very justified with this, but I keep hearing patience, because I don't know, I cannot quite comment on it. We have the Saturn card, feeling restricted, experience struggle, learn hard work, and patience. Thank you, Spirit. Again, patience. It's like it's still existing because it's not done teaching you. Saturn doesn't leave till it's done teaching you, breaking you, twisting you. It is pretty difficult, but the thing is, it's gonna bring about your Jupiter energy, which will help you grow and expand majorly spiritually. So this is ninth house energy, which tells me your faith is really being tested in something or somebody. It could be that you might have this strong belief that people don't change. And I try to be positive in your reading, but there's almost like this anchor of pessimism or just your past that keeps holding you down. So there's something so major happening between both of you on your own separate ends. Okay, this could be something that there's a lot of spiritual transmutation that is taking place. I did hear the word sexual, so there could be a lot of sexual energy, or like maybe quite, you know dirty dreams is also what I'm hearing. It's like the subconscious is manifesting all that potential sacral energy, the sexual energy that's coming through. It also makes me feel like there might be a little bit of self pleasure and there's guilt around it. This is again the 8th house and the 12th house, which gives me, with the sexual kinks. It's a part of liberation as well. When we see our attraction to somebody, or having certain kinks, um, your sexual fantasies are somewhere suppressed parts of your childhood interlinked. So maybe it's coming up in the ways in which you might have fetishes or role plays, or you imagine, and I know this is a little bit of TMI, but that's what I'm hearing. Often it leads us, our sexual desires definitely help us release a part of our sexuality, not in the cliche sense, but sexuality is so much related with self expression. So, how well, and this is all sacral energy, so how well you can receive pleasure, how well can you express it, how well can you ask for what you want. The act of sexual pleasure that takes place in the bedroom is very related with your, it's kind of equated with your ability to receive pleasure in your day to day life as well. So it could be that if you are a dominant person, usually in your life, you like to be submissive because somewhere a part in your subconscious is almost like people get exhausted of always having things to be under control, right? So maybe in a sexual fantasy, you're submissive. You're more feminine in a sense. I don't know if you would call being submissive a little bit feminine in the bedroom, but yeah, maybe if it make paints a picture. So there's somewhere where these things are helping you really understand what you really want to be in life. If you're someone that's on the opposite hand wanting to take charge in the bedroom, maybe it's somewhere that in your real life you feel restricted, you want to take charge in your life. So there's nothing wrong with exploring your sexual fetishes as long as they're not harming anybody else, right? So there's a sense of like feeling like my attraction to this person is wrong. It could be on your person's end where there's a lot of expansion happening, where I feel like in astral realm there's a lot of communication or light codes that are being delivered to this person during dream state, that their wishes and their demands are being limited by their conditioning. So whatever they want with you, see the light, the candle that is still the candle that is still burning for you is definitely for a reason, not just because of the karmic undertone, but it kind of makes me feel like with the Saturn energy, there's something about the tough lessons being done with. Now it's more about calling in the softer energy. It can still feel like lessons because you're still learning how to receive. So how I'm seeing this being broken down is in a sense where first you learned how to solve and break down those conditionings, and now you're relearning or reparenting. You're allowing new energies, new thoughts to flow through you. So this might seem difficult because there could be a push and pull, like I don't trust it, or things can't happen for me. So there's a lot of pessimism that you have both persevered through, that now is coming in some sort of like conclusivity, that now we can bring in the fresh energy. It's like distilled water. So a lot of filtration has taken place on both ends, which is giving me a lot of insight into, I think, why you might still feel stuck and somewhere bound. Because again, the Scorpio energy is the only one that is a major arcana apart from the Wheel of Fortune. There is Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, and Sagittarius. I think I could be wrong. Um, I usually call the Wheel of Fortune for all signs. So, and the Cancerian energy is again about nurture, protection, and comfort. And with the Venus, this is again reducing down to sensuality. Taurus is a card for sensuality. Venus is all about pleasure. Allowing yourself to receive more in life rather than having to do so much more. So it could be some place both of you were compensating for feelings and core beliefs that I am unworthy. Now I think I will be able to dive into this person's current energies. Why are they so stuck? Oh wow, new doors are always opening for me. So this person feels a breakthrough that has come in their life. There is power in stillness. Non-action is also a remedy. The color palette of both these cards is quite lighter than what I have been feeling over here. they are definitely wrapping up a very big cycle that was taking place in their life. And it makes me feel like anywhere they felt really like beneath you, and your sacral energy, see, the sacral is such a powerhouse for creativity and manifestation, that your pleasure, your sexuality, self expression, your ability to receive more in life, all can be blocked by guilt if you just have this really deep wound in your womb area, that I am unworthy. So all that shame that took so much crying and shedding of tears has resulted in something so good where your person is actually in a meditative state. So there's this energy of like, I want to walk through that portal. It's like I can feel this energy. I have the keys to a new door that is available to me. They could not see this clearly before because it seemed like a mountain they could have had to climb, but it makes me feel like now they're like, and the aftermath of all of this for them is how it turned out to be. The irony of the situation is that you might be really tired and hurt with what has happened here. Ace of Cups, King of Cups. So this was a situation where when they were so logical, um and they could have reverted back to past patterns. For few, this does include maybe going around talking to other people, and if you knew of this person like kind of being very open and sharing with their sexual energy, having other partners when they were not with you, that was possible. But it's like they never really enjoyed anything. It's like their heart had opened bigger than it used to, so nothing really satiates them, right? They're not really looking for sexual pleasure, they're actually looking to be seen. Now that block has been uplifted from the sacral energy, it's like now I want intimacy. And who's the best person that was offering me intimacy? It was my person. And it's just, it feels a little too late because it kind of makes me, I'm seeing like the image of like I ran on the train station and I just missed the train by a few milliseconds. Like, what are milliseconds? So we have the Five of Cups. So they were in this self-pitying, wallowing energy that, oh, I lost them, oh, I lost them, I will never be good enough, and I messed it up, that's what I always do. So justice again in reverse, Libra. They know they did you wrong, but the thing is, it's not over for them. That's, of course, it's given with the title, but there's this energy where I feel like it's like, I will do something. They don't know what, I cannot speak on it, but there's this energy of like, I'm going to do something. This can't be over. So it's like, I'm not going to say that there's a plan of action. Okay. I'm going to say that there's a lot of energy brewing up inside. It's like, it's not like boiling water, but almost like when you put something in the pressure cooker, it's making something. Boiling water is like a rattling top, the lid that you put on it. It's quite kind of impulsive. But something that you put in the pressure cooker is something that's kind of like, it's being fertilized. It's like giving birth to something, or like something has been created, right? It's a little bit of slow burn. It's like it will release pressure a couple of times, but it will give you something delicious to eat. So this could have been a gestation phase for your person. Well, it's so beautifully, the energy is so being so described so beautifully in your reading. I just heard like, nothing's gonna change my love for you. The Seven of Wands. So I think they realized that their biggest mistake was being so defensive. They've realized that you were such a caring, understanding person. Now that they have overcome all of these mental barriers, it's making them realize like, I know for a fact if I had just told her that this is how I really feel, she would have been nothing but supportive. Like, this one sees you as like wifey, hobby material. It's like, I couldn't have asked for, a more understanding person, really. And the Six of Cups, yeah, and I miss them. And I'm just thinking about like how I might lose them to another person. Like that's something they just can't seem to stomach. So, pile number one, I'm going to pull out a few channel messages from a self curated oracle deck. If you wish to book a personal reading or get messages from this, information is given down below. I also have a second channel called the Feral Oracle. I post all spiritual pick a card readings over there. The link is given down in the description box. You might want to check it out. You'll find something you like. So I want to make you mine forever. There's like, I don't know, because I don't know your story, but this is someone that's like waking up from a deep sleep and they were just so occupied with what they have, and they might have left a really bad impression in your head, and there's a possibility you don't get back with them, but this really gives me like the one that got away. Like there's so much love over here, and I don't want to like kind of like romanticize it too much with the energies that I feel that it affects your discernment, because I do feel like you get a little bit shaked up and you don't like to think about it too much, because I can sense like there's unresolved feelings and you're not quite sure if this is the right person for you. I look up to you, your self-expression, your truth. It is so inspiring to me. I'm currently very unsure about how to make this better. I'm hearing from Spirit that you should not worry about making the right or wrong decision, because whatever is meant for you, whatever is written for you, whatever is in your kismet, it will never ever escape you. It will always lead you where it has to. So you shouldn't be so worried about, that you'll miss out on something. I know that I have met my match. I worry that you will find somebody else. Too little late, buddy. I'm scared of your reaction. I portray myself to be stoic, but deep down I get hurt very easily. So they were so defensive because you kind of like broke down these walls that they have kept. This song Halo by Beyonce, this is the line she says that, I mean, if you've heard that song, you would know. You should listen to it. It's like, it's pretty much in the beginning. She says something about, you just, broke into my heart or something. It's a beautiful song. I'm tired of playing it small. I want to live life with you. I'm going through many changes right now. I don't know what to say to you. It's always like this person doesn't know what to say to you. You're so beautiful inside outside. So there might be, I think that the problem is that they're not a very good communicator, and that makes you feel like they're a bad person. It reminds you of your past is almost what I'm hearing. Okay, so pile number one, this was your reading. I'm gonna leave it here. I really do hope that this was helpful. If it was, please do hit the like button, subscribe for more, hit the bell icon so you know whenever I upload next. Let me know down in the comment section how that resonated. Information for personal readings is given down below, and I'm gonna see you guys in another one. Bye bye. Hello, pile number two. If you chose the card of who I am versus who the world expects me to be. This is strong water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, emphasis on Pisces. In fact, all three water signs. There is a very strong green color energy, so heart chakra could be about money. I'm also seeing red. This is about root chakra, so root chakra energies as well. We're gonna see who is this person stuck. Who is this person that's stuck on you and why they don't have the heart to let you go. 7,000 energy. Oh, wow. 7,000 energy, profound relationships, intimacy, and romantic partnerships. So, what is it? 6,000 establishing foundation, health, daily life, practical details. So, what is this person like? Spirit, whoever this person is has always viewed you as a potential partner. So it could be that this connection never got off the ground. This could also be someone that never confessed their feelings to you, never really told you how deeply, profoundly they are attracted to you at a cellular level, at a soul level. It's too many. So whoever this person is generally very picky with their time, energy, and effort. They are on the dismissive side, is what I am hearing. It's possible Jupiter and Pluto. Wow. Oh my God. That's so strong. This is someone that has been going through, I could call it the dark night of the soul, because Pluto is like deep, deep, deep transformation, eradicating something from the root of it, and the Jupiter is about growth and expansion. So this is a person that has been on their own journey. Karma clearance is what I'm hearing. So they are walking their dharmic path. So whatever they are meant to learn, whatever they're meant to transmute, whatever they're basically meant to do, they are doing at a karmic scale right now. Doubt. So it could be self-doubt, it could be self-esteem issues, it could be health. Again, this comes back to being very picky with the type of people that they choose. um I'm hearing reasonable doubt. So they have struggled in their past as well. They are someone that usually is pretty nonchalant about relationships, but you have caught their eye. So for most of you, I do get a feeling that you already know who this person is. And for somebody, you chose this specifically for a person. Wow, we have health again in another deck. Mental health is what I'm hearing. Mental health. For majority of you, I believe that you already know who I am talking about. And we're gonna see what more do we get about who this person is. I feel like when the card doubt came out, you could piece it together who this person is. They could also be a friend, like a friend zone kind of a situation. I'm gonna see more about what is this person's mindset like. They have very strong Scorpio. Pluto is here, which again tells me transformative death and rebirth, Ouroboros energy. Life itself is death and rebirth. So sexuality, they do have, usually sexuality is not always about sexual feelings, but over here I do pick up on a very cliche sense that this is about their strong feelings for you and their very strong attraction. I can see how this woman is somewhere. I'm picking up on the procrastination card in the reverse. I'm seeing that this woman is kind of like sheer bare naked from the behind, but the focus goes on her face, which tells me that it's not that they're just attracted to your physical body. Have they have noticed and they see that you have some really admirable qualities. And I think with all the sheer dress up and the cloth on these women's bodies tells me that they can see you for who you are. Something about this connection gives them access to a part of you that maybe not a lot of people tend to understand, or you do have a soul connection or a soul tie. This does seem like a soulmate energy to me. So with the procrastination card in the reverse, this tells me that they are somewhere leaning towards making an action, taking an action, or leaning towards making up a decision. I do feel like this person they have made some sort of decision about you. Um, but the thing is that they never tend to act upon it, or they have not been very serious in their approach towards you. We do have 8 and then we have 4. This is divided by 2. And then the half is also 4. For some reason, I guess the numbers are just important. I guess um, these are even numbers. So there's just some superstition that I am picking up, honestly. I just heard numerology. So number 2 is all about balance. For me, number 8 is a karmic number, and number 4, I see it as protection, divine protection. So they do see you as someone that is quite protected. Oh wow, psychic protection, and this is number 4 as well. Yeah, nothing really happens by coincidence. That's what I'm seeing over here. That's this person's thought pattern when it comes towards you. All right. So with procrastination, we have 4 of Pentacles. I cut the deck and it's 4 of Pentacles. Number 4 is also the Emperor. Number 4 is also stability. Number 4 is 4 of Pentacles. This is the first thing I'm also hearing. So I sense that maybe this person has taken way too long to make a decision about you. I'm hearing homecoming, homecoming. Ace of Wands. So this energy is a little bit undecided. It is upright and reverse both. So it could be that there is this sense of wanting to take action because maybe they have been really slow and because of the picky factor. Oh, this energy is like kind of shaking up over me. um I don't know, it's uncomfortable. So I think that the more we get into this person's energies, a lot of self-doubt is what I am picking up. Procrastination, the most layman understanding of it is that we kind of feel like we're gonna fail, so we don't do something about it, or like there's something very deep about it that is not allowing us to completely pursue whatever we want to pursue or take action towards. So even though they are clearly understanding of all of these things, and this is not a dumb person or emotionally unaware, it's just fear that and this person is a silent observer in your life is also what I am hearing. I get a sense that they're not always the brightest. I'm not sure what that means. Maybe in I heard spiritual hygiene. This person has done a lot of work in cleaning up their act. So I'm picking up on the word nation in procrastination. It could be that your nationalities are different, or your like long distance. There's something about geographical distance. They do feel away from you. It's like a very stationary energy, like they're just, how there's like a wound and it keeps festering. So they're like really slow and passive, um, or insecure. That's how I really feel. Why are they stuck? 4 of Wands. Again, because they see you as a partner and they think you're oblivious to their attraction to you. The Wheel of Fortune and the Fool in reverse, because they didn't take that leap of faith when it was required for them to take that action. The 5 of Cups and the 4 of Cups in reverse. So this was the bottom of the deck, 5 of Cups. And what was the corresponding energy? Basically, 5 of Cups was over here and 4 of Cups came from the underneath, which tells me what was driving this person in order to not take that action is the fact that they were still releasing this wound. So 4 of Cups in reverse for me would be that they're releasing. So this is not something that again you read intuitively. So it's almost like even though they were realizing exactly what they were doing in the past, it was like kind of like things were just slipping out of their hands, or maybe in a sense they were allowing them to slip out of their hands, or they were allowing you to slip away or get away from them. And they are very well aware of the fact. I think if you think that this person doesn't know um, were the consequences of their actions or what impression they might have left on you, they're very well aware of it. Okay, they maybe act coy or dumb, or maybe it's not expressed, but it's very well understood between the both of you. We have the dark feminine in reverse. This is, you are the chaos of creation, you are the alchemist. So in current present day time, they are still struggling with their shadow and their rejection wound. It does seem like something we did talk about with the Pluto that is being eradicated from the core of it. So I can assume that it is taking a lot of time to think about it realistically. That's why there's a sense of procrastination, which now tells me that it wasn't always in a child card. Creative center, connect you in a child and relish in the act of creation. So two things that are common over here in both these cards is the word creation. It's almost like spirit is giving us repetitive, physical kind of proof what we're talking about, or what I am able to understand about this person with the word creation twice over here. That tells me it's the ability to create your life, right? It's the ability to um, just know inside, and sexuality is powered through your sacral, which is also the creative center. Sexual energy is very heightened creative energy. It is also your sexual expression, it is your ability to create the life that you desire for yourself. So a lot of what they have done and the choices that they have made consciously are a product of the way in which they feel limited by themselves and their beliefs. This deck has been calling me for a while, so let's see what is coming up. So I'm getting, how do they see you as a person or in the moment, whatever comes through. Spirit wants you to know that they always ask certain questions in a reading for a reason. It might not click right now, but sometime it just does resurface in our mind for them to kind of give us, almost remind us of something. So it's almost like something that I'm going to tell you right now might not piece together, or just go back in the head, go back in the head, or go back in the what wait it will probably go in the back of your brain. Yes, thank you, Spirit. So, and someday something will happen, maybe tomorrow or 15 days from now or in a bit, something will click about this person to you. You'll be able to piece it together with maybe their behavior or something that they tell you, because I don't think this connection is over yet, despite both of yours multiple efforts to move on from each other, seems like. So I'm seeing this card in the reverse, which is the Great Goddess, Transcendence, Divinity, and Shakti. Transcendence, it kind of tells me how they're seeing you right now as somebody that might be above them in a spiritual manner, or something like you'd like to call it as a ranking, or just intellectually. They do feel like there's a lot to learn from a person like you. I also feel like there's this energy of like your person's friends asking about you, your person's friends, or like there's a reputable energy that this person's friends have about you. It makes me feel like they look up to you, or you're just someone that is quite respected, or like you have some sort of knowledge or specialization in something, and if especially there's something that you've started as a spiritual healer or a small business, there's something that is very self curated. It's very different than what a lot of people are doing around them. And I think that it's safe to say that they're talking to their friends, or maybe you guys are on each other's mutuals or something like that, where you're being praised for who you are and what you are, and you have a charitable cause. It seems like that. I'm seeing something about law and legal order, or maybe you work with children, or maybe in the medicinal business or something like that. You do something that has a good cause to it. Okay, Libra, thank you. So you could have done law, you could be in the legal business, you could be doing something that gives to the society. You are considerate, you are fair, you are harmonious, and it almost makes me feel like your person's friends, that's also coming through, that they think that you're a little too good for this person. I think that it's not that this person is not a good person. I just think they have not really brought that side out of them, which is something that they do feel quite inspired to do through this connection. It's what I'm hearing. It has changed them. There were strong people pleasing tendencies in this connection that are being transmuted. Mainly the ability to say no. It's not that you weren't able to say no, but maybe you used to hesitate um, at a different level. There are some things that we still struggle with saying no because we're scared we're going to be abandoned, ridiculed, or left out, right? So it could be also about maybe this person saying no to their own thought patterns. It's about the way that they used to perceive themselves, right? So I want to circle back to the question, why can't they let go of you? Six of Pentacles. It's possible that they gave up on the situation quickly. They did not reciprocate. They did not pour into you, and they're very, very, very aware of this. Why you must have made the decision to leave them. Love. Aphrodite, I call to thee, bring true love here to me with magical powers. So this person, I mean, I can see how this can talk about you again, but it gives me this energy that this person's intuition has been really strongly speaking to them about their own life purpose, where they should be putting their energy, how they should perhaps learn a bit or two from you, or just you are a role model in some shape or form, not just to them, but I get this energy to the society. Cycles in reverse. Okay, they don't want to keep going on in the same cycle with you, and that might come across as a very big relief to you. But it seems like they, again, they were always wanting to be with a person like you, or they didn't enjoy being in this rut, this stagnancy of the connection. That's what they want you to know. I didn't really do this all purposely so that we both suffer, because whatever you were going through was something I was also going through on the other end. So it might come across as me not at all being bothered, or my behavior, my actions, my ghosting, or maybe, you thinking that I'm playing mind games or something. Like, they do recognize that their shadow did take over. Um, Light leader, you are meant to forge a new path, be the leader your soul always wanted. So what's amazing is that now they're seeing that they're becoming quite like you. The ways in which they talk to their friends, there's something like on a very small scale, change that is taking place, but it creates ripple effects. So spirit is somewhere applauding this person's what do you call effect efforts. Okay, you have had an impact on them in this connection. You have inspired them to become a more purer version of themselves. It means that if this is a soulmate, they're from your soul tribe, so they have also had these charitable qualities, and um need to serve, need to have a bigger purpose in life. People that don't have purpose go for pleasure. Again, this person is very well aware of these circumstances. House 8, transformation, karma, facing fears, and legacies. So they're very inspired by the fact you're leaving something behind that's very fruitful for other people. And you're very diplomatic with the Libra energy. They kind of see you as like, you can do no wrong. And with the light leader energy, they are also stepping into some sort of leadership role. We might not be aware of what the divine is doing with this person and where they're guiding your person, but there is something your person is also being led to do, you know. It might not be as yours, or something your person is being guided to do. Just become a better person is what I'm hearing. The vibration of the spoken word has the power to shape the sacred space in which your spirit rests. So, again, this could be about positive thoughts. You think a lot of shit about yourself, and then, you know, you can't get yourself out of that mental rut. Why is that? Because you think a lot of shit about yourself. So, that's what I feel is something that is being brought to an end with the cycle in reverse. Something is being released over here. I don't think that this cycle is completely over. Again, we have the sixth house. This is Virgo, so again, that very um kind of like I have to have all of these things in order, and like it's got to be very sorted, and like, you know, Virgos is like, I'm gonna label all the books, or I'm gonna put stickers, or I'm gonna do all of those things. Like Virgos have that very organizing and compartmentalizing kind of a trait. So they do have this energy that they're not gonna take any steps till the time they know where to put this connection in their life, and they do know that it's gonna take a lot of space. The moon, because they understand that you are someone that has good standards for themselves, and this is not even in a bragging kind of a manner. This just tells me that you are very clear about how to have an emotionally fulfilling and healthy partnership, and they might not have always been like that and considerate of other people's feelings, but they do understand why these things are important. To collaborate with another person, to be in a commitment with another person, they were kind of short-sighted, and something about you has opened them up to this reality that why the bare minimum and above that is important for a healthy relationship, why it's important to clear out your baggage, why is it important to be there for your person. Little things that we tend to just overlook because we like somebody, and it has brought them a lot of knowledge, furthermore knowledge. So I'm going to use my self-curated oracle deck to pull out a few channel messages. If you wish to book a personal reading or get messages from this, information is given down below. I also have a second channel called the Feral Oracle. I post all spiritual pick-up cards. The link is in the description box as well. You might want to check it out. You'd find something you like. I've never been so happy and emotionally fulfilled with someone. This gives me the energy of someone that recognizes, again, thank you, Spirit, why these things are just important to have a good relationship. I like that you're bougie, you take no harm, do no shit. So this is just, you're very your base level standard protects you from shitty experiences, right? So they just feel like you're very smart that way, and you're very stable that way. Some people are willing to take little bit less than what they deserve just because, you know, there's a strong connection. They feel like you're very concrete, and it definitely has added a lot of respect in this person's mind, your calm and composure. I crave a love so deep, I'm most scared of it. The emotional abandonment from my childhood made me feel like I'm unworthy of love. So something recently brought a lot of attention to you, or something like it makes me feel like something happened. That's why their friends got involved here, and I don't know, that was very random, but is probably not related with this channel message. Maybe they did have a conversation, but it does make me feel like this person does think about you a lot and tries to like psychoanalysis themselves through you. I was conditioned to have unhealthy notions of what relationships must be. So again, talking about the bare minimum that they were receiving and accepting in previous relationships. I'm learning how to love myself better. I'm doing things that make me happier. So they are understanding that having standards is a foolproof method from getting cheated upon in a relationship, receiving the shorter end. I'm trying to be the one you deserve. Will you be a little bit more patient with me? I really feel like this person understands what's the is what is called what's it called or what is it called, method to madness. That's what I'm hearing. It's like they know why you are the way you are. They kind of have a grasp on how you move and why you move the way you do. I stay silent because I don't feel like I'm ready. I'm working on healing. This is their procrastination energy. It's like they're too scared to take a leap of faith, honestly. When I feel like I've shown you too much, I pull back. I'm scared to be taken advantage of. This is kind of that energy that you haven't really done much to be taken advantage of. And this is a part of their shadow. They don't even open up, and then they get scared that they're going to be taken advantage of. I do pick up on a little bit of like double standard on that end. I have daddy issues. So, daddy issues is like lack of direction in life, not knowing what is the right decision. I need more time to myself. I'm still hurting from what happened between us. So, whatever happened is like they're not over it, and I don't feel worthy of love. There's twice I don't feel worthy of love. I think it's because honestly, you should own up that you are a phenomenal person. Like, you walk with purpose. Pile number two, and that can be intimidating for a lot of people who have not embraced that part of themselves or invested in getting to know themselves. However, everybody has their own timeline, so I think that you might be quite confident in who you are because you walk with purpose, right? And that does give people a lot of strength in their character, which makes me feel like they're still on that path, and they might not have the same path, right? So there's some sort of discrepancy in vibration. That's why I feel like this person does not have the courage most of the time to come towards you because of this, because they're still figuring themselves out. Purpose is not just about what you're meant to do. Purpose is also about finding out who you are, right? So they're still probably figuring out who they are without all these worldly affairs. It does give me like a lot of time, energy, and effort is going into understanding with the light leader what path do they want to take in life. And I feel the need to say that their confusion about this connection is greater than just you. It's about themselves, and I don't think that's the it's the worst thing happening over here. I think that a lot of good is coming out of this for your person and you as well. Okay, so pile number two, this was your reading. I'm gonna leave it here. I really do hope that this was helpful. If it was, please do hit the like button, subscribe for more, hit the bell icon so you know whenever I upload next. Let me know down in the comment section how that resonated. Information for personal readings is given down below, and I am gonna see you guys in another one. Bye bye. Hello, pile number three. If you chose the card of Through the Veil of Illusion, embrace the truth. I sense a lot of silence. It's possible there's a possibility that you're not talking to this person, whoever they are, who's stuck on you. There's a sense of definitely this being a romantic partner, a romantic interest, but at being odds with each other. I do get a sense that this person is angry or mad at you. It seems like a lose-lose situation. Nobody won in this battle of egos. Seems like it was a lose-lose for both people, whatever happened. We have the card Lost in Space, needing direction. So where this was before is not where it is now, meaning the dust has settled over here. 36 reduces to 9. That is about individuality, which tells me that this being an imbalanced energy could be being too enmeshed with you, or perceiving what you perceive to be the truth, or not knowing where you begin and the other person ends, kind of like being very enmeshed into each other. I do feel like for a few of you, this might be a friend of yours, like a genuinely platonic friend, but that's a rare possibility. November is very significant, but not the one that's coming, but the one that just passed. So, whenever you do find this reading, trust that there's a message for you. It found you at the right time. I'm hearing count the number of days, count the number of days. We have the art of non-action, allowing things to be as they are. So, whenever you had this conflict, your person left the situation as it was. They didn't do anything about it because they didn't understand who's right, who's wrong. There was a lot of confusion. Yeah, friendship. This could have been a friend of yours. Somebody is watching this for their friend. Courage in reverse. I just heard peace in reverse. So, oh my god. Whatever happened, it's like peace, patience, and denial. Both of you contributed to the situation, or it was one person, whatever it was, you couldn't see. Both of you were really hurt by the situation, how it was left. This could have been a breakup thing, okay? It became really sour, is what I'm picking up really quick. And it wasn't that you both didn't feel so much for each other, because I get a sense that you became so angry or you were so hurt because there were so many feelings involved on both ends. So this could have been a situation where you were not getting, or somebody was not giving enough time to the other person. That's one probability that I do pick up. And again, I keep hearing that it was like you're so hard and so foggy about this situation because there were so many feelings involved, and we only tend to get worked up when we have feelings for the other person, right? If we don't have feelings, we wouldn't give a shit about what is happening, you know? So if you're in need of a lesson, there is wisdom in the trees. Number 12, spirit of the tree, nature, priestess, inner peace. Peace is the word that I keep feeling over here. And we also have liberation, free spirit, wild, authentic, just let me be. So the person you're dealing with at that time when this conflict or whatever took place, they were like, I just don't want to face it. I just don't want to face it. It's too much for me. I don't want to deal with this. You know, it was overwhelming for them. And if they were in the wrong, it seems like both of you were in the wrong, some shape or form. Now you have to see whatever fits with you. This is a general reading, so take whatever sounds accurate or appropriate or fitting in your situation and let the rest of it just fly away. So it seems like there's a lot of ambiguity, and whatever this person did, however they contributed to the situation, was something that they were like, oh my god, it's just too much for me. I can't. It's just like at that point they were just so overwhelmed they couldn't take accountability for it, and they were just like shutting down, or they were shutting you out. And also, when somebody is shutting you out, it means they're shutting down themselves. They're not emotionally processing things. And for you, it could have been that you felt a sense of betrayal through the situation. You were like, I'm not going to, deal with this person. I'm just not going to deal with them. And I'm not going to be the one who's always trying to fix things up. So you were fighting with your feelings for this person. And it's like you always knew that, see how I didn't intend to do like two groups because I haven't done it in other piles. But these three cards are representing you, and these three cards are representing your person. It's just how beautifully Spirit aligns the readings. There's meaning in everything. So, courage in reverse with the illusionary card for your person with liberation is a lot about being inauthentic, and you knew that this person has something within them that resonates with you at some level, at a core level, where both of you are authentic. Something spoke, like eyes talk to each other because souls remember each other. And you might have gone through this phase when this happened where you were just like lost. What the heck just happened? You had built a lot of security in this person, kind of like building homes in other people. And you struggled with your own inner peace. So you were somewhere giving up your freedom or your sense of individuality just to be loved by another person. That's where the enmeshment took place over here. Enmeshment, my bad. Why is it so difficult to say? Enmeshment. Enmesh. It's like you were finding it really difficult to separate yourself, and you probably were leaning more upon this person. This is giving classic avoidant, anxious dynamic. And yeah, this can also exist in platonic relationships because those are also relationships, right? So this makes me feel like you learned a lot from that situation. And now we're really coming into the flow of what is it today? Why are they not able to let go of you? Also, because I'm hearing like you were someone that they trusted a lot. So your energy is heaven on earth, Lemurian frequencies and collective harmony is coming to fruition. Keep holding the vision. So you're calming down with this situation. Makes me feel like you're calming down. Like now you're kind of made peace with it, or you've done some healing work or forgiveness to just be like, how they behave is not a reflection of my worth, but how they really feel about themselves. And for your person, I have this card in the reverse. There is power in stillness. Non-action is also remedy. Wow. Do you see how this is panning out? It's like where you were feeling difficult. You were finding it difficult to let it be. Now this person is finding it difficult to let this situation be because now their eyes have opened up to the situation, how they contributed to it, how they hurt you, and how both of you were struggling somewhere. Your person has had some sort of realization at the very least. Wow, we have as below, as above, so below, the connecting energy. It's like, oh well, now you see me. That's what I'm hearing. Oh well, now you see me. This person is aware of the connection, because I think that it took them a while to heal this whatever wound really resurfaced for the both of you, and it seems like something it was about abandonment wound. I have an eyelash over here, and we make wishes with this, so it's like they can see the blessing in disguise. It's brought them so much healing now. Gratitude. Thank you, Spirit. It's like so spot on. I love it. I'm thankful for this and the opportunities that it presents. It's so beautiful. Like when you read cards and they just align in the way. It's it's a very good feeling. I can't explain. Um, this is when you gratitude, when you finally the dust settles in. Like there's no better way I can explain this. It's like I see you and I understand why you were struggling so much with me and where I had gone wrong. So, this person wants to make their wrongs right. That's what we say, right? Right their wrongs. My bad. So, let's see, what is it? I'm gonna take this in the reverse. Lost compass, getting back to integrity. There's so much about coming back to who you are, and this is in the reverse. So it still tells me that they're not sure how to fix this gap between the both of you. Which card is this? The World in reverse. So clearly they don't want this situation or this connection to end, or this friendship. And they do realize they didn't purposely want to hurt you, but they did. And even if you unintentionally hurt somebody, you have to like at least acknowledge. And I think this person wants to make things right and offer an apology. The Hierophant in reverse, the Ten of Cups. It's just this feeling like you brought them so much happiness, they didn't recognize it. And the Hierophant in reverse can also tell me that I'm not sure if they have learned the lesson completely. For somebody over here, I am feeling Eight of Cups in reverse. That Eight of Cups in reverse. You could have reached out to this person because you were feeling very attached. I sense that maybe both of you are I mean, well, I've said enmeshment so many times, and that is another word for trauma bonding. It's like really difficult to recognize that, because trauma bonding is this feeling like they're home. Whether it's a friend or a romantic partner, they're home. Like, we have had the same struggles. They get me because our childhoods were rough, and I get him, and she gets me, and that's the kind of energy. They're home because we both came from a dysfunctional family background, and they get me in the whole world. Nine of Cups. So I really feel like there's some breakthrough in this energy. Like, healing is possible. That's what I hear. And healing has taken place on this person's end. But it just tells me that you both have this desperate need to be around each other. Three of Cups, yeah. So does this person. And it makes me feel like, even if this person, now, take no offense when I say that, but I get the sense that even if this person has done you wrong, sometimes you just reach out to them because you feel like the connection is really strong. And it does indicate that you don't really respect yourself enough when somebody has done you wrong. That's what I'm hearing from spirit. And you kind of, because you're so into this person, it's like you have difficulty in setting boundaries and being okay with being alone. I'm seeing somebody like crying a lot at night. We have the Ten of Pentacles. They reminisce a lot about the times you've spent together, and I'm hearing like how fun it was, or like the things you used to do for them. Five of Wands in reverse, and not what a lot of people do for them. So it's kind of like an imbalanced give and take situation, because it looks like this person thoroughly enjoys what you do for them. They like how you make them feel, and I feel like you like who you are, or what they bring out in you. It's kind of like all the attention might be going in this person's energy, or whoever is least reciprocating in the situation. It kind of feels like that person gets a lot. The Magician, yeah, because I feel like pile number three, if your person is the taker or the avoidant, it makes me feel like they get a lot from you. And that's what they really like. And they might be stuck on you. And um I'm sorry if this is not what you wanted to hear, but I have to read what I understand. And it makes me feel like this person might be stuck on you because how you make them feel, what you do for them. You care for them and you make them feel loved more than, other people do. And I think that this does stem from your lack of self-worth. It's like you like to be around them because they validate that you are worthy of love, and so do you for them. Which I don't want to always point out the negatives, or like constantly keep pointing out the negatives, which is fine. Maybe you do need that validation, but I think that at a gross level, mm, and I mean that in a holistic manner, the other kind of gross. It's like at a holistic level, or taking the whole situation in perspective, kind of makes me feel like they are just getting the sweeter deal. That's what I'm feeling over here. We have two tens over here and one of Magician with the Five of Swords in reverse. This person, honestly, I want to say that they don't have to do much to get you. That's what I feel. So them not having you around is a loss, and that's why they're stuck on you. Because when they're around you, they're winning, and somewhere you're losing, because I feel like it impacts your mental health, your physical health. You're tired because you're constantly pouring into this person. There could be physical symptoms of it like allergies, acne, loss of appetite, binge eating, daydreaming, hair loss, crying, purging, because somebody is kind of like leeching onto you. That's what I really feel. They're taking a lot of energy and you're somewhere willfully giving it because you just want to be validated that you're worthy of love. And this might be very subconscious. You don't know exactly why do you need them so much. That's what I feel. So we have the card Voyager. This is again number 10. It's okay to forget, then remember all over again. Return home, lessons, realizations. You have definitely turned a new page in this connection. So I could be describing a past dynamic, but I do feel like this is still present in your energy. And 3 tens over here tells me there's something, definitely a cycle has closed out. We also had 8, then we had 9, and we have 3 tens. I do feel this person is in the in a very selfish energy. Upright reverse, upright. Joyful muse, inspiration. Pile number 3. You give them life force that takes from you. I don't think you realize that. It's like a lot of it could be going into building your own life, but it tends to go into this person just because subconsciously you're wired that, you know, this person makes me feel worthy of love. And it's also because of the core of your connection with this person. We do have the card, your outer world is a reflection of your inner world. Why is this person stuck on you? Breathe. Okay, wow, that's not much. You breathe life into them, you know, it's like, that's what I really feel. They get a lot from you. The art of finding beauty in the imperfections of life. You make them feel worthy by doing all of this. You know, it's good that you make somebody feel worthy of love. I just think that the disadvantage is that they get more than you do. And they're stuck on you because of the way you make them feel. Letting go. Yeah. I feel like this card is very self-explanatory. But for some reason, I feel like whoever is watching this might be quite sensitive to what I say. So I don't want to make this all about, you know, a lecture about letting go. Sadness. Some people pleasing that I pick up. So this, I cannot refrain from saying it. This person actually makes you quite unhappy being around them. This is the type of situation, I really try to refrain myself, but this is the type of situation you heal from by going no contact, cold turkey. Saturn, yes. You have strong contract with this person. Learn hard work, feeling restricted, experience struggle and patience. Childhood relations, 3rd house. What is the corresponding energy? Opposition in imbalance. Point of tension, a power struggle. Power struggle and imbalance. There's a lot that's going on in this connection, and I know how deeply intertwined we can get in such a dynamic because I have been there. So Light body activations, upgrades, and activations are currently underway. Honor your energy accordingly. I feel like you might pick another pile. Don't force yourself if you haven't been called to. Light body activations. So I feel like again this person has had been they have gone through some sort of healing. Um I do want to pick up on what are their realizations about you. It's like doing whatever you can so that the other person doesn't leave you, and it's in both of you, not just you. They just show it in different ways. 10 of Cups, upright reverse. So this card is in both ways, but mainly I am picking up in reverse. I read cards as I feel guided to. 7 of Pentacles. This person doesn't know how to make themselves feel happy. I feel like you still do, but when they're around, all your energy is just going into keeping them happy, honestly. That's what I find really unfair in the situation. Page of Pentacles. That's why I said I'm not sure if they've learned their lesson completely. Page of Pentacles is again coming up with the energy of like bare minimum. 4 of Swords in reverse. They don't sit and reflect. 4 of Swords can also be this energy of praying, contemplating. 4 of Swords in reverse is this energy of kind of taking things very lightly. It makes me feel like you reach out and you give in. And it's just, our actions send subconscious messages to other people in the way in which we allow. People will take as much as you allow them. This is a fact of life in every area of your life. Whether it's your parents, your birth givers, whether it's your family, whether it's your friends, whether it's your romantic partner, people will only treat you the way you show them how to treat you. So there's a lot of leverage that you give by reaching out and giving in when they should be the one coming back and apologizing and making it up to you and showing you that they deserve another chance. 2 of Cups. It's like they give a little bit and they make a lot of fuss about it. That's what I feel, because how will they give you any more, frankly, when they're so empty? And the Strength in reverse, yeah, and they're insecure about themselves and they do a very good job at hiding it. You might figure these things out through tarot, but they do a very good job at hiding it. 8 of Cups. 6 of Wands. They know you're going to break away from this. I also know it is just a matter of time. Justice. Libra and 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, there's always a karmic balance that takes place, okay? So I don't think I have to worry about you. I'm pretty sure that you will find a way to break free from it, because I feel like all the 10s really gave me this energy. Oh my god, the 4th 10th is also out here. You're at the brink of breaking free from this, and I mean that wound that has a strong hold over you and your life. And when we heal, all situations change. So this person, whatever the situation is, it's like it will change, definitely. Your type will change somewhere. The World. Yeah, cycle is completing, between the both of you, especially your healing. Because you learned a lot about yourself through this person. My god, revelations, all doubt and confusions have now been transmuted to clarity. I'm hearing that there's a reason why things play out in the manner that they do. So I'm going to use my self-curated oracle deck. If you wish to book a personal reading or get messages from this, information is given down below. I also have a second channel called the Ethereal Oracle. The link is in the description box. You might find something that you like. I post all spiritual pickle card readings over there. I need to take a step back and reevaluate the situation. I'm scared to trust. I've been let down before. You know what I feel? That they have started trusting you. I think I said that in the beginning, that they do trust you. I wish we could go back to how things used to be. I am not consistent with my energy because I am closed off. Yeah, that's what I said, you know. It's like louder for the ones in the back. Pile number 3, somebody cannot give you what they don't have. That's why you might crib to this person, like, do it for me. Why don't you do it for me? This is, you know, a soulmate connection. We love each other. I know, but, you know, it's not about their feelings for you. It's actually about what they can give you. And you can't get it out if they don't have it, honestly. I want to be close to you. So there's some sexual energy with that, I feel. Your loyalty is so precious to me. I feel safe with you. I just keep getting this sense of, like, you've taken so many backstabs that they have put you through tests to check your loyalty, which you have really passed. The thing is, you have a sense of betrayal now because of how many hurdles they put you through just because they wanted to know if they can trust you. I'm trying to make decisions that help in my life, that help me commit better to you. You're so beautiful inside and out. I know you're the one I want to spend my life with. Handful situation. I do feel like pulling out something more. House 2, self-worth. Sealing it off, pile number 2. This was about self-worth. Thank you, Spirit. This was all about both of you trying to seek each other to validate you're worthy of loved and to be worthy, and just getting validated and to be told, or just their presence makes you feel like they're saying that, you know, you are worthy of love. You are worthy of love. You don't need another person to tell you that. You need to tell that to yourself and see how things change in your life. Okay, so pile number 3, this was your reading. I'm going to leave it here. I really hope that this was helpful. If it was, please do hit the like button, subscribe for more, hit the bell icon so you know whenever I upload next. Let me know down in the comment section how that resonated. Information for personal readings is given down below, and I am going to see you guys in another one. Bye-bye. Hello, pile number 4. If you chose the card of Embrace Your Shadow, we're going to see who's stuck on you. So this says, in the depths of my shadow lies wisdom and healing. So I just heard beliefs, strong belief, patterns, systems, conditioning, very strong masculine energy. Somebody I'm hearing that your guides see potential in. This is the kind of situation where you might have watched readings whether you should let go, wait, or move on, and you kind of feel like, or the energy speaks to you as like you should wait for them. That's what I hear. Whoever this person is a romantic interest, and they could have been your friend, a confidant, somebody that you just naturally grew closer to. You didn't like put a lot of effort in trying to make it happen. It's like effortless affection that you feel for this person. I'm hearing, what did this person teach you? So I am trying to figure out who this person is. Yeah, grow together, community, connection, reciprocation. So I feel like this is someone that does want to give in to this connection. There is strong earthy energies. So you or your person could have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This person has strong Taurus traits. They value stability. Could be that they value a lot of financial stability. They're very slow and steady, like the King of Pentacle energy. We have trine, angelic support, harmony, and perfect flow, and yang energy. Thank you, Spirit. This is masculine energy, proactivity, expression, doing, forward motion. Whoever this person is had to learn a hard lesson about all that glitters is gold. So this could have been with you or with other people or before you. Kind of makes me feel like they are a friend before anything. It makes me feel like on a spiritual level, they are a friend, a well-wisher of yours. Eye of the needle, intentionality, and skywriting the fates in reverse. Wow, this person has had a realization that they can't leave it up to fate if they want to be with you. Intentionality, again, this person is someone that had to really get their ducks in a row. You pushed them into a dark night of the soul, something that was very, very triggering for them. Powerful present, eye of Horus, past and future. This card has come in all piles. Yeah, this one is letting go liberates bottom of the deck, which tells me again that this is a lot about, their beliefs, what they used to believe about themselves. So they could have been quite insecure and also thinking like, oh, if, pile number 4 is for me, we'll come back together. But they're kind of realizing that you have to make things happen. Whether this is a man or a woman, they're in a masculine energy looking towards you. Which tells me that you're more in a feminine energy of like open or receptive. They also see you as someone help from above, trine, and then angelic support. There's a lot of angelic support over here. This is selling out. This is fear or love. In a nutshell, this card is fear or love. What are you going to choose? Fear or love? What do you need to know about this person? That's what I'm hearing. All piles are different, so we move differently in every pile with the energetic course of it. It's just completely guided by spirit. And I also hear the trust that this reading found you when it was supposed to. May is very prominent. May is very significant. I'm hearing May the 4th be with you. So Star Wars, Star Trek, I'm sorry, I don't know what reference is that. We have Gemini, Chiron. Yeah, heart and heal. Gemini, curiosity, intellect, networking. I think two things given over here. What is repetitive over here is a spiritual awakening, a rise, rising from the ashes energy. And the Gemini could be that this person had to work on their communication skills. So house 8, karma, transformation, Scorpio energy with mutable signs. Again, they were pretty fixed, before the Taurian energy that I was picking up on. And now it seems like there's a lot of change that has happened. And I'm hearing like I never really moved on from you. That's what I keep hearing in this pile. And there's a lot of light and hope that I see over here in this connection coming in. But I feel like you are confused about this person. You are not really sure. This person could also have like a really controlling side to them. Skywriting fates in the reverse can also tell me that previously, before all of this upheaval took place within them and their energetic sphere and their emotional body, it makes me feel like they already knew what they wanted with you and they were so sure of it that The manifestation that they were trying to bring into their life took them through this path of healing. Chiron is a spiritual injury in a sense, okay, layman term. So hurt and heal tells me with Chiron Piscean energy, that's what I'm picking up, 12th house, which tells me like a lot of subconscious beliefs over here with the Gemini. Again, two sides of a coin, that's what I am picking up. But this seems like a lighter energy, not something that I feel like you should be scared of anymore. Help from above, again, with the trine energy, it tells me that. And you chose the card of embrace your shadow. It's like this person has been doing the work, or I'm actually hearing has done some work on themselves. Okay, we have the card in reverse, the great goddess, transcendence, divinity, Shakti. So this could have been in reverse, could tell me feminine energy was being blocked. So self-expression, their expression, again, self-expression is inclusive of communicative skills, right? So why they were having so much difficulty in speaking their truth was fear of rejection. I don't want to come on too strong and things like that. We have denial. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with insight of awareness. I am hearing that this person is stuck on you because they never really gave this a fair shot. It's not about being or having unfinished business. That could be a way I could put it in, but this is more like the energy of someone that feels like, but I never really tried. I never saw it through. I just backed down. I just chickened out. I didn't do anything about it. That's what I'm really feeling here. Magical powers. I wave clear. I cast no magic secrets to me now. Show. There's strong manifestation energy. Wow, fertility. This is like after things have taken place, after a lot of things have taken place over here. This is the aftermath of healing. This is when you are ready to do something about it. You can do it. It's more like before, I think they used to think, I can't, I can't, I can't. And now it's like, I can. There's belief, there's change that is that has taken place at a very deep subconscious level. So it might have been a long time that this person has not spoken to you. We have the Page of Pentacles, Ace of Swords. Yes, wanting to talk to you. I think it will start off small, like wanting to ask you out, hang out with you. I'm hearing, see if our vibe kind of matches. They do suspect it probably would with the Two of Wands in reverse. There's a lot that's gone into planning, and they're just like, I can say energy like, let's make a plan and implement it. So they could have been the one with the strength, Leo. They could have been the one with a very laid back energy. They've realized that they should have been more passionate in their approach. They should have been more decisive with, what they're really thinking of doing. Four of Pentacles. Yeah, they were holding back so much with, imagine somebody always wanting you but never really acting on it. That could have made you a little bit crazy being in a connection with a person like this, because they were never really, Knight of Cups, they always knew that they wanted to be with you. That's what kind of baffles me over here. And I think I pick up on your energy, that you are confused because now you're like, is it even worth interacting with this person or engaging with them now? New doors are always opening for me. I get a sense that you don't feel confident in this person. You don't have confidence in this person and their approach. You might have been hurt, you might have been ghosted, you might have felt like what you have seen before is something that is not ideal for you. You don't want to be in a difficult connection with someone just because maybe now they have changed. But you do have some hope inside. That's what I really feel. You still have hope. I'm going to take one square, challenging situation, a mountain to climb. So they think, and I think you also think, that this could work, but it would require a lot of work now. And you're not sure if you should put in that effort. And somewhere I think that I have to be honest, a little bit of, a little bit part of them also thinks like, is it gonna work out? So I think we're touching base with somewhere there is still insecurity. It's not as bad as it used to be, but I really feel like spirit is saying they see hope in this person. We have the card magic, power, beginning, transformation. I'm not underestimating my own magic anymore. Number 8, a very strong karmic lesson and a phase that both of you have had been through in this connection, which tells me that a lot of time might have passed by, that they have had to really wake themselves up to the reality and their own power. Oh wow, I said Phoenix vibes, rising from the ashes, magical powers, yeah. And then we have 2 cards of this sun masculine energy. So, and with the Gemini, this is again air sign energy with the Ace of Swords. So it gives me like this person is quite promising, but they are their own worst enemy. And you might have your own reservations about this situation, that you're not sure if you should communicate to this person or not, or you should just let go and find somebody else. But the energy that I feel is like it's kind of worth even listening them out, or like just having a conversation without being too defensive. um because I do think that they're thinking about telling you something if you're willing to listen them out, hear them out. I can kind of feel like you're very scared of getting hurt or being in some sort of connection, that you've already seen certain things about this person and you don't know if this is the right person to believe in. Because it seems like you worked really hard on yourself, getting yourself at a level where you're okay being by yourself, but you just don't want to get attached to another person that might not be good for you. So there's lack of self-trust in some place within you. But I think it's also that you're just really confused, and I always know that confusion is there for a reason. It's going to show you something about yourself. House 4, culture, roots, family, root, home, peace, and comfort. You still have a very strong call or pull towards this person, or maybe there is just some desire to on your end. I see this as like, oh, this is unfinished, maybe closure would help me. You're kind of somewhere rooting that this doesn't work out, because maybe you are yourself a little scared of intimacy or commitment at some deep level. And I think that reflects back in your person. So the more that you're actually healing yourself in terms of finding the right person, I see the both of you like parallelly moving. So, and I'm not seeing one line moving ahead of the other one. I'm seeing like the trajectory or the pace of it keeps changing. Like sometimes you go a little ahead, sometimes they're a little ahead. It's like there's a friction, but in your own paths, not with each other. And I think that when that vibrational um discrepancy is caused in such short time, it's like the both of you don't see eye to eye, so you kind of feel like, oh, this will not happen, but then later on you feel like, oh, maybe this can happen, because both of you somewhere at your own separate ends, physically or geographically, are aligning at a vibrational match. It's because there's so much deep healing taking place that when one is triggered, the other one just feels like, I'm feeling good, but then the other one feels like, I'm feeling shit. And this has been happening because it's like rubbing two stones to create a spark. So even though you both might challenge each other a lot, you inspire each other a lot, and you've helped each other heal a lot. So I feel like by this point it must be pretty clear who this person is. It does seem slightly like a karmic connection to me. That's where you might have this confusion, you're not sure. And see, I say this very rarely, but I do get this energy that there's something you're meant to experience with this person, and that's probably the reason why spirit is in encouraging you. Thank you, spirit, encouraging you to experience this. It's not that just because something is karmic, it cannot work out. Again, I say that very rarely. It really depends on the history you have with this person. If it has been an abusive, toxic relationship, then obviously there is no question. But for some of you, this makes me feel like this didn't completely get off the ground. You tried and they could have not tried, or they gave up, and they had to really come to touch base within reality that they have very strong feelings for you. And they also think that you might have a psychic connection. They can kind of just tell that they have feelings for you, or they can pick up on your energies as well. Best possible decision in reverse. So I think that both of you find yourselves confused, but this time around it makes me feel like this person is more sure of you than you are. And it could have been that in the past this was like this: you were sure but they were not sure of you. So it's kind of like life. I really feel like life is just happening in this connection. For some of you, you felt like this person is the right person at the wrong time for you. So now you're just kind of really skeptical. What is it? What am I supposed to do with this person? I have this card in the reverse, the awakened dead. This says the things that almost broke me were the things that almost awoke me: silence, nirvana, self-appreciation. So somewhere this situation is still teaching you your worth. Okay, I just don't think that the situation is as negative as you kind of tend to make it up in your head, the both of you. And that's what I am trying to explain it to you. At the end of the day, it does depend on your own discernment. So I'm gonna ask, why are they stuck on you? I heard this person wants to build a home with you. Star power. Palladians are here to help us evolve into higher beings of pure love, light, nourish our planet as we nourish our souls. So, you both definitely have a soul contract, had a soul contract before, kind of like you signed it before you took birth. So, that's why this was so strong, and you kind of move like parallel lines because you're helping each other grow bit by bit. You have this feeling that you don't want to be fooled, and I feel so emotional right now because this person is like, I really don't want to hurt you, I don't. And that's why I've kept my distance. And I have kept my distance because I've seen a childhood like that, or I had not been aware enough of my actions, and I've hurt other women in my past. So this could be a man or a woman, but they've just hurt other people in their past, and they don't want to do that to you because like they really do care about you, even if they show not even a bit of it. That's what I'm hearing. And they have been so cautious, and they're so emotional about you because like they really don't want to hurt you. It's just coming out of the goodness of their own heart. And they're stuck on you because they're realizing that the way they perceive themselves has been the biggest barrier between them being able to be with you. So this feels like redemption. I'm hearing service. They want to serve you. They want to do things for you. They just want to do it out of the goodness of their own heart. And this is so emotional because it makes me feel like they've spent so much time belittling themselves and pulling themselves down in their own heart that it's pushed you away because they felt like they were not good for you. And they really don't want to be in this cycle of fighting their feelings because they feel like they're not good enough for you. They will never be able to do justice to you, and that's what they're trying to redeem themselves in their own eyes. That they're kind of doing this convincing play with themselves that I can treat somebody better, and I won't be like what I used to be in the past. Yeah, self-confidence, loyalty, and creativity. Self-confidence, like learning how to sow those seeds of positivity and wisdom within themselves. And I am not underestimating my own magic anymore means that they are seeing that they have, sabotaged this connection out of trying to protect you from them. That might not be just one reason why they did, why this situation turned out to be like this, but they do understand what contributed from their end to make this happen. And They fear that you might have moved on because they haven't contacted you in such a long time. They fear that they have disappointed you too much and it would be difficult for them to come back and get a chance or even have a good conversation with you. But they feel like they kind of have to work for your forgiveness and just trying to get back into your life. And um what is their plan of action? We have the Hermit in reverse, Virgo, Knight of Cups again, Ace of Swords. Wow, Ace of Swords and Knight of Cups is over here. So somewhere I think this person wants to make their intentions very known, that I intend to pursue you. In fact, I intend to be with you as long as life allows us. Almost like still a little bit of, Skywriting's card in the reverse has a very funny blurred line. A bit of depending on destiny, how much life allows us to be together with each other, and I fear losing you, but also on the other hand, somewhere a little bit of defeat. I still don't feel worthy of you. So, what this whole mixture is translating as is I would like to be with you for as long as I can. A more self-assured person would be like, I want to be with you forever. It's not coming with a case of confusion where you're like, can I have this or not? And pile number 4, I want to tell you that there's also a bloodline between you getting what you want and kind of having this confusion, because I am not sure and I'm just going to wing it because there's so many people that are going to be watching this reading, so you kind of have to see if this message applies to you. I want you to know that the people that you like for yourself can be the people that you have and treat you in the way you want to be treated. You don't have to necessarily lower your standards in terms of their physical appearance or their financial background, or the background that they come from, or their cultural background, or their family, or something like that. You don't have to convince yourself that you have to, so to speak, change your type. Maybe it's just physically or something like that in order to be with someone. And I can understand why people talk about changing their type or dating out of the mold, because maybe they've been dating people that just represent their parental figures. But that is not what I'm talking about. I hope I'm able to explain that so that you don't get the wrong idea. I feel like you might also have a part that you feel like people that you like don't like you back enough, and this could be stemming from a wound or feeling like I'm unlovable. So you end up going to people that actually affirm that to you or just don't serve you or compliment you that well. So, but there's somewhere where the both of you feel like the person I like will not return back my intentions. And that could have been very true up till now, that you were in relationships that were bad for you. It's almost like when women think that they have to be with an uglier guy um, so that he doesn't cheat. In some parts of the society, that is true, but that also comes from a lack mindset. You think that a beautiful man cannot be loyal. That's conditioning. It can be backed up by facts, but then again, there's a lot in this universe that can be backed up by facts. Facts that are created from beliefs. If you change the belief that you are so worthy that he's going to be loyal to you, that's the way you need to start perceiving yourself. So the same way goes for this person, coming, back to the point that they need to start seeing themselves in a way in which they are reliable and they are chosen by you. Right now, they're kind of gambling with the idea of it because they're not completely sure whether you would be someone that would be interested in pursuing a long-term connection with them. So the whole hustle bustle over here is honestly the way in which your inner reality is creating the outer reality. What you really need to focus upon is, to simplify it, that if you still want this person, think of yourself as someone people and this person would commit wholeheartedly. Remove that seed of doubt within your head that you are not worthy of this person showing up in that manner. If they don't, you're okay with it. That will only come from a level of detachment, not a toxic detachment where you're just like, okay, move on, move on, move on. No, you're just trying to push away the trigger. But what is this situation really showing you? Because I don't see any other way around navigating this. And if this is not the person you want to be with, you have to see what they're showing you so that you can move on to a next phase, or whoever is in the future for you. It's like shortcuts and loopholes won't work over here, where I think that somewhere you still want them, but you don't believe you can have them, or they're going to treat you right. I could be wrong, but that's what I kind of pick up over here. Okay, so Pisces, intimacy, intuition, and compassion. This is specifically the advice that I just spoke of, is specifically for people where the connection didn't get off the ground, not people that maybe have experienced some sort of disrespect from this person, or like them having other people around, or them just being completely unavailable, or I don't know, just basic level of decency in their interaction towards you, and not respecting and seeing who you are. So King of Pentacles, yes, it's like they're trying to believe in themselves that they can be someone that you would choose, and they are trying to become this person not just for you but for themselves, trying to see themselves as someone that can be reliable. And King of Swords, there is like so much thought, energy, and effort going into building themselves up into person that is not just capable for you but just feels better about themselves. So they're not stuck on you for some selfish reason. That's what I want to say. um Allow yourself to think positively. Pile number 4, stop perceiving everybody as somebody that has a personal vendetta against you, or is so calculative that they want to get something out of you. I get it. We live in a world where we're exposed to a lot of people from our childhood that might have been very calculative, but and they might have also been like that. It's somewhere I feel like they're trying to reform themselves into a better man or a woman for themselves, and that is something that I encourage and applaud on this person's end, because usually there's this energy that people try to change themselves for other people. They think that if they work on themselves they will get the other person as a reward, but over here it kind of seems like it's going hand in hand, which is a good sign. It's a sign of intelligence, which I appreciate in this person, that they have this amount of awareness that they want to do this for themselves. So I'm not sure realistically how much they're attached to the outcome of becoming this person, but maybe it seems like they have made the choice to become a better person, and that's actually very good for them. Whether you guys end up giving it a chance or not, it's very good. You should celebrate their success. 7 of Pentacles in the reverse and the 4 of Swords. I'm going to tell you one thing. The type of person you're dealing with is someone that thinks a lot, a lot, a lot about the long haul. If you are looking for a man that plans for the future and has leadership skills, I do see this developing in this person, because there's something about the signs in which they're kind of showing up is telling me they're not just going to um, chase you and plead you to be in a relationship just because they're scared that they're not the man or woman that you need in your life right now, so that they block out other potential people that can treat you better. It's kind of selfless, and their energy is going a lot into building themselves up so that they can be in a place where it's smooth sailing at some point. So I know that this has been long time coming home, but they do have a level of wisdom at which they're operating. They're not going to stop it and come and interact in your life when they know that they can't be the person you deserve, because there's somewhere this person understands what they need to be in a commitment. Wow, we have the 10th house, structure and discipline, life mission, accomplishments, and career. So there's two things that are being highlighted. One is structure and career for this person. So I do feel like there are good intentions and you're confused because of the way that they show up, and because a lot of times we're expecting to find out what are other people doing, but the truth is, about all of us, including me, we don't know. We're not always certain what we're doing. We're kind of winging it, and there is an energy of winging it, seeing how this goes, because again, this is like giving it up a little bit to fate, seeing where this goes, if it allows them and you to, both of you, to be together with each other, because maybe in the past they have really loved people and they've been taken away. So they are scared of losing people that they grow fond of and get attached to. Being attached is a normal human experience. So Page of Wands, Page of Cups, Temperance. This person is getting impatient. I mean, there's so many sides to this reading, and I feel like it makes it more realistic, because just because somebody is being wise and methodical and thinking so much about the future, they're putting so much effort into planning and thinking about the details. It's actually beautiful how much they're considering you and how much they want this to happen with you, and they're getting impatient. I just feel like crying, because I think that they have really, really thought about this. They've really thought about this, pile number 4. And there, I feel like I can't take full guarantee, but again, because this is a general reading, and I know that when I say something, it has impact on other people's lives and what they think of the other person. That's why I I just feel this energy that it's beautiful that somebody has taken so much time in thinking about what do they really bring to you. They see so much beauty in you, and they're not impatient because of some toxic reason that they're going to lose you out to somebody. I'm sure that must be there. That's a humanly emotion. Because imagine you're thinking about somebody so much, and then they were so close, and then they slip by. But it's giving like they're getting impatient, like they want to be around you now. They're thinking so much about what should I text her or him, and what should I say, and I just really want to be around them. Very, very heartfelt. So I'm going to pull out a few channel messages from a self-curated oracle deck. If you wish to book a personal reading or get messages from this, information is given down below. I also have a second channel called the Feral Oracle. The link is in the description box as well. You might want to check it out. You might like something you find. I posted all spiritual pick a card readings over there. They're so emotional. They're so emotional. Like a crying energy. Why is it like that, Spirit? They've just had to hold themselves back so much in order to be wise. If they were immature, they might have just, I think you would know if this is really your person. If they were immature, they would have made promises, or they would have come along. And it's reminding me of that quote that a weak man is the one that awakens a woman's love with no intention to treat her right, or something like that. It's a very viral quote. So I can't see you with anyone else. We're meant to be together. I want us to be official, out in the open. I regret leaving you behind. First, I have to heal and forgive my parents. This is the wounds of unworthiness. I feel like the both of you are battling with this and have been battling with this. You have intense chemistry like I never felt it with anyone else. You're so beautiful inside and outside. I'm aroused by the thought of having you near me. So much sexual energy. Forgive me for my immaturity. I'm stuck in fear. So I feel like this was something that, happened between the both of you. I do feel like that's what I feel. There's ranges. Sometimes they're confident, sometimes they're not. Sometimes they fear they just don't have enough to offer, or is it good enough for you? I'm trying to be the one you deserve. Will you be a little bit more patient with me? What I do to be around you, I miss you so much. And you are so different. I'm very curious about you. So pile number 4, this was your reading. I'm gonna leave it here. I really do hope that this was helpful. If it was, please do hit the like button, subscribe for more, hit the bell icons, whenever I upload next. Let me know down in the comment section how that resonated. Information for personal readings is given down below, and I am gonna see you guys in another one. Bye bye.